So, guys, I've been trying my best to avoid these Chelsea managerial talks, but you get on the internet 1 minute, 2 minutes, every minute, every second, every hour, there is certain news popping up about the next Chelsea manager, and it's a topic that is quite unavoidable. If you look at what's going on, you just know that from the news flying here and there, you just know that the Chelsea owners and the Chelsea board, they are not ready to get a proper manager. I watched a podcast yesterday on Mikel Obi's podcast. He said that enough is enough, that it's time to get a manager. There's a difference between a manager and a coach. The manager is in charge. He's in charge of the transfers. He makes decisions. He says the players he wants. The club goes out there, gets him the players. He manages the dressing room. He manages the play on the pitch, the tactics and everything. But the head coach is just, you're just there to manage the footballing affairs, like what's happening on the pitch, the training, the games and all that. The sporting directors, they decide who they buy, they decide the players they want, they structure the team and the way they want, they structure the club, the outgoings and the incomings of the signings, and it's absolute nonsense. Like it's trash. It doesn't make any sense. In this modern day football, a top club, except you're running a club like Fulham, a club like Everton, the mid-table clubs, Wolverhampton. I don't know where these guys came from, honestly. These sporting directors, they need to be kicked out. They need to be, chased out of the club. I don't understand what is going on. Now we've seen a list of candidates. There's Iraola, the guy from Bournemouth, the guy from the Spanish guy. There's Marco Silva. Like, I saw that one, I was like, Marco Silva, Chelsea, Marco Silva for Chelsea. How is that possible? How is Marco Silva on the lips of the sporting directors? How is Marco Silva on the wish list of the next Chelsea manager? How? I saw Xabi Alonso. That one is quite understandable. Xabi Alonso has done it. He did it in Bayer Leverkusen. He won the German league. He dominated. He went fine in the Champions League that season. I think he got to the semi-finals with Bayer Leverkusen or quarter-finals. He did so well. In fact, he played invincible. That was 2 seasons ago or 3 seasons ago with Bayer Leverkusen. The season he won the league, he didn't lose any game in the German league. Xabi Alonso would be quite understandable to you can say, okay, he has done it before. You understand? That season Bayer Leverkusen was quite unplayable. They were so dominant. They were, they were so good in all. Quite understandable. But what is Iraola and Marco Silva doing on the wish list of Chelsea managers? Like, this is crazy. This is how bad these guys have watered down the Chelsea standard. It's unbelievable, honestly. Marco Silva and Iraola, Bournemouth coach, and Marco Silva. I don't even know the club Marco Silva is coaching at the moment. I think it should be Fulham or so. But I remember, if he's not Fulham, he has coached Fulham before. What is Marco Silva doing on the Chelsea list of next manager? How is that possible? Please, if you're a Chelsea fan, if you're a football fan, if you understand, if you know what Marco Silva is doing on that list, could you please explain to me, like I'm a 5-year-old boy or a 5-year-old football fan? What is Marco Silva doing on that list? How is that possible? Has he gotten that bad? Has Chelsea gone down like that to the point that we're not talking about Marco Silva? Goodness me. Honestly, this is unbelievable. I've tried so much to avoid this topic. I've tried so much to avoid talking about this, but it is something you just cannot avoid it, because this is a top football club. This is a club you support, and you can't just avoid talking about this thing. It's so frustrating. I can just imagine how the fans are feeling about this news, because it will still be the same thing. It will be the same thing. And trust me, the fans are going to, if they eventually appoint Marco Silva or Iraola, the fans are going to be very, very aggressive this, and the protest is going to be very, very bloody. It's going to be very, 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 it's going to be a very terrible protest this time. What is Marco Silva and Iraola doing on the wish list of Chelsea managers? How? Honestly, these guys, they just come on the media. The other time, Egbali came on the media, he said some things that they were going to change the, change the system, change the way things are being run and all that and all that. But if you look at what's going on, if you look at the news that are making the rounds on the internet and on the media houses, you just know that these guys are they just come out to say things they don't want to do, they don't wish to do. They just say things, to calm the nerves of the fans, and it's not like they want. Where is Jose Mourinho? Fine, I don't want Jose Mourinho to come back to Chelsea, but these are the caliber of managers this club should be talking about, not Marco Silva, Iraola, Bournemouth manager. Who is Bournemouth manager? Marco Silva. Tell me about Fabregas. I'll pay attention. Fabregas is a good coach. He's doing well. He has not been in the Premier League, but I trust him. Tell me about Xabi Alonso. I'll pay attention. He's a Spanish guy. He has done it. Who is Marco Silva? Who is Iraola? Andoni Iraola. Honestly, this is unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable. Anyway, guys, we don't have a choice. We just have to. Our own is to come online, speak our minds, post on social media, rant, do the rantings. At the end of the day, they are the ones to make decisions. But I don't know what the club legends are doing. They need to find a way and get to the owners of this club, get to the directors of this club, speak to them. They need to be spoken to. And this is why these guys did everything. They took out every legend of the club that should be in the backroom staff. They did everything, took them away, took them off the Chelsea management, took them off the Chelsea board. People like John Terry are there. They are not in the board. I don't know why. Mikel Obi is there. Bring in these guys. Bring a few of them. Peter Cech is there. Bring a few of these guys. Bring them into the club. They understand the culture of the club. They can come in and, motivate the players, talk to them, say things that will spur these players up. They won't do it. There are top managers out there that should be brought into the club, but these guys, they are so reluctant. They just want a yes man that they will control, tell you what to do, tell you the players, to field on the pitch on match days. I don't really understand what is going on, but we can only be frustrated, we can only rant here, but I don't think it changes anything, right? I don't think it changes anything. Fingers are crossed, we'll see how it goes, we'll see how it pans out, and we hope for the best. It's our club, it's my club. It's a club we've been supporting for quite some time, and we are not going to stop supporting the club. As much as things are not going on well, we feel frustrated, we feel angry, but we have to keep supporting the club and keep hoping that one day they will learn the hard way. But if it's what I'm seeing, if I wake up one morning and hear that Xabi Alonso has been appointed, I will quite enjoy it. Like our service, I will be like, okay, Alonso he has proven a point sometime a couple of seasons ago, but not Marco Silva or Andoni Iraola. Bro, I'm not going to watch any game under those managers. I swear, I'm not going to do it. So guys, let me have your thoughts, your views, and opinion in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit on the notification bell so you get notified whenever I drop my videos. I appreciate you being here with me. See you again in my next video. Peace.
Football Fusion.